Sitting here with Carolyn Joyce. Now, Kara, you were here on the pool deck here. We're not at the pool deck, but you were at the pool deck all night tonight. What's the atmosphere like over there on night 2?
Oh, it's just as exciting as night 1. Honestly, it is incredible over there. The first event tonight was the women's 100 butterfly, and honestly, it's hard not to get chills when all 14,000 people are up on their feet bringing these girls home. It was amazing.
Yeah, so the race went a little different than we expected, and I was able to see both swimmers yesterday, and I saw Dana beforehand, and this is Dana's first swim out of the gate. It's everybody's, and Dana ended up coming in second, and Kelsey Worrell placed first. So tell us a little bit about that. Break down the race.
So obviously, there are our 2 heavy favorites to qualify for this event, and very happy that they both made it in. Kelsey had a much stronger back half than Dana did. She brought it back over a second faster than anyone else in the field.
Wow.
And it's her first Olympic team. It's Dana's third. I think it's a great pair to send over to Rio in that event.
Yeah, and I think so too. And Dana's somebody that I've spent many years rooming with on the national team scene. And I think that she is incredibly relieved to get that off her belt. I talked to her yesterday before prelims. She was a little bit nervous. And, I think coming into this, she had a great race, but Kelsey just swam lights out. And I think that those are going to be 2 that are really going to be strong contenders in Rio.
Yes, absolutely. And Kelsey is also the first ever U.S. Olympian for the University of Louisville.
Wow.
So I'm sure they're celebrating back there tonight.
Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, next up was the 100 breaststroke for men.
Yes, 100 breaststroke for men. We saw Kevin Cordes come in first, Cody Miller come in second. Pretty much what we predicted. I think that this is the ultimate victory for Kevin Cordes, having come in 3rd place at the Olympic trials 4 years ago. You really can't ask for more redemption than that.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one, we had the women's 400 freestyle, and we saw Katie Ledecky take this one away.
Yes, Katie Ledecky was under world record pace for about the first 350 meters of this race. Obviously an incredible swim, the #1 time in the world this year, but I think almost more interesting is Leah Smith's 2nd place finish, the 2nd fastest swim in the world this year, and a time of 4 minutes flat. Now, just to put that in perspective, Janet Evans held the world record at 4:03 for 18 years.
Oh my gosh.
And we have Leah Smith at 4 minutes flat. Incredible swim by those 2 ladies.
Yeah.
Definitely poised to be on the podium.
Yeah, and even, so I was watching the 400 free, and I was watching Katie Ledecky take it out so fast. I mean, we saw the world record line, and it was at her feet. And I thought that was interesting, and I was wondering if that messed anyone up, because she was 2 seconds, because the world record is hers.
Right.
So she was 2 seconds, maybe even a little bit more ahead of that. And so I was wondering if they were maybe trying something different leading into Rio to see if what happened when she went out really fast, would she be able to come back home in that way? And so I'd be curious what her and her coach learned from that.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I think that everyone in that heat knew that it was going to be a race for 2nd place.
Yeah. All right. So next up, we had some semifinals. So we had the men's 200 free go off.
Yes, men's 200 free. A lot of the favorites that we had in mind, Connor Dwyer, Ryan Lochte has this final spot. And the thing about the men's 200 free is typically the top 6 finishers will qualify for the Olympics.
And this is the field for the final right here.
Yes, this is our final field. One of my personal favorites that snuck in there is Tyler Clary. So Tyler Clary is the Olympic gold medalist from the London Olympics in the 200 backstroke, and didn't have his best 400 IM last night, and is coming back with a vengeance in this 200 free. So it'll be really cool to see Tyler get in on that relay.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note too, so the top 2 swimmers in every event will swim individually, and then usually if we fill a team of 52, 6 swimmers will get to go on. And so when you're looking at the 200 free, the motto across the board is if you get a lane, you get a chance.
Absolutely.
It's anyone's race tomorrow.
Absolutely. You're more than likely to qualify for the Olympics in that race than not, with the top 6 finishers typically making the Olympic team.
Yeah. Okay, so the next semifinal was the women's 100-meter breaststroke.
Yes, women's 100 breaststroke, also a really great event tonight. Our top finishers are Lily King and Molly Hannes heading into finals tomorrow, and the top 3 ladies all under that 107 mark, with Lily King being under 106, but that's going to be an amazing race how it unfolds tomorrow night. I think those 3 ladies look incredible. They look very strong heading into finals.
Yeah, and Jessica Hardy broke into the top 4 there with the 106. I agree. I think that race is wide open in the sense of we have no idea who's going to take that one tomorrow. Okay, great. So next we had the 100 backstroke for men semifinal.
Yes.
What happened there?
Yes.
It looked fast.
This semifinal really did bring the audience to their feet tonight. We had David Plummer and Ryan Murphy. Well, actually, first Ryan Murphy post the fastest time in the world this year.
Wow.
And then David Plummer, not going to let that stand, came back and posted the fastest time in the world right after that. And honestly, you know, these guys are flirting with that world record, and it might take a world record to make the Olympic team tomorrow night. That's going to be an incredible race.
Yeah, and I think the semifinals are kind of an interesting game because the ones who go first and second, the ones who are going second are seeing what they're posting and kind of adjusting accordingly. And the one who goes first, the first place in each one, they're setting the tone, they're setting the pace for those. And so we have the 100 backstroke. Now, this one is a little bit different than we thought would go down, but as we kind of said, a lot of people have some lanes. What could happen here?
Yeah, so in this women's 100 backstroke, we see Olivia Smoliga with the lead, a great time for her, personal best by over half a second. Kathleen Baker from Cal in second, and then our two Olympic gold medalists in this event rounding out 7th and 8th place. So really between all the talent in that field, that race could honestly go to anyone tomorrow night.
Well, and I think, you know, with Missy Franklin and Natalie on the side, they have that open lane next to them.
You can't count those two out, not at all.
Have you ever swam in a big race like this when you've been the outside smoke?
Oh, yeah. There's something to be said for those outside lanes, so that's going to be a really great heat to watch tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think, you know, it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the field plays off, knowing that on either side of them, you have Natalie Coughlin on one side and Missy Franklin on the other.
Yep.
So it's anybody's race tomorrow, so we'll be sure to tune into that.
Yeah.